Alrighty, so what are we doing today? So Celestial Tournament, right? I worked so hard to learn it. I got all 4 Celestial pets and didn't go back after a while for a really, really long time. Probably 6 months when I'm sort of thinking about it, but I'd have to really check to make sure that's right. But anyway, it's been a really long time. In that time, I've done lots of other styles of pet battles. I've done all the fabled things. I've leveled a bunch of pets. I've gotten a lot of rares, etc. And in the process, got rid of my pet journal. You know, that saves your teams. Not my pet journal, but the advanced ones. It saves your teams. And I went back 10 days ago, so last weekend, to get Valor just to see if I could do it. I was in it forever. Oh my god, it was a nightmare. And you know, I didn't read any strats. I sort of just went by memory. But I did it. And then I went back for Valor again this week, thinking, oh, it's got to be easier this week. I didn't hit record until probably after the first of the Tamers. After the first of the Tamer teams. So there's 4 Tamers. 3 Tamers and with teams of 3 and the 4 Celestial pets. So I'll go through how we did it. So it's a rusty return. It's not as successful as I think it would be. There are some changes to some of the fights, I think, maybe, but I don't have any documented evidence. This is purely going on feel. Yeah, so let's see how I do. Okay, so here I am. I have just done the first Tamer, which was Rathian, and now I'm up against Chen Storm Stout. I've got some dead pets now. I'm just going to pause it here and go back and show you what I did before. Okay, so my Scourge Whelpling is dead because I used him, okay, I'm not even going to go over the Rathian one, but I beat him. So here we have Chen Storm Stout. He's got an elemental. He's got, I'll talk more about what he's got as we go, but I'm going to go over, you know, what pets I'm going to pick to go in here. So my Corehound Pup is dead. My Scourge Whelpling is dead. My Bonkers is dead. That's sort of what I used against Rathian. Okay. He's dead. Used those abilities, Bonkers, but I beat him. Okay. So here we have Chen Storm Stout. And oh my gosh, what did I do? See, this is how rusty I was. I went in there and I'm like, I didn't even change my pets before I started the fight. What was I thinking? But you can see here he's got an elemental, he's got a beast, and he's got a cricket, which is a critter cricket. Okay, so I had to forfeit because I was like, oh, duh, those aren't the right pets, are they? Okay, so now I have to go in here and sort of decide what pets I want, don't I? So, I'm thinking what he's got. Okay, so now around here, I'm starting to select my pets. I'm thinking, what am I thinking? God, look at me going through these things. Am I going to put anything in? Okay, we're going to put the Clockwork Gnome in with the turret. This is probably against the beast. Clockwork Gnome is from Archaeology. It's usually somewhat available on the auction house. I was lucky enough to actually dig this one up myself. So I'm planning to use him against the beast. I need something to use against the elemental and the whatchamacallit? Okay, looks like I have now decided on the Corefire Imp with Rush, Cauterize, and that dot thing that he has on himself here. And still looking. The Spectral Porcupet. Let's see which abilities I picked for the Spectral Porcupet. Spectral Porcupet is from, I want to say, the Dino Island, but I'm not 100% sure. You might have to check that out. I have selected Bite for against the critter. No, I've selected Powerball, which will make him faster. Oh, no, Bite, Spirit Spikes, and the Illusionary Barrier. The barrier is very good, but remember, it blocks 2 attacks, even your own. So it's not, you don't want to block your own attacks when you do it. So I start the fight. And this is my hunter, by the way. So we start with the Clockwork Gnome, with the building the turret. His beast taunts up, hits me pretty hard, but I whack him with my fist. Now he's doing something. Remember, mechanicals are strong against beasts, so every attack from those turrets will hit him with a strong attack. Whoop, dead, but the fancy mechanical pet, love it. So I'm going to have time to build one more turret before he gets completely dead here. In just a second. Oh, no, he gets one more shot because he's doing his little hibernator feeding thing or whatever it is he does. But he's going to be dead. Oh, no. Clockwork Gnome survives. I'm going, yeah, this is going pretty well. I'm pretty excited. This is going awesome. The cricket will put his first round will put the next pet to sleep. So I leave the mechanical in, even though it's not strong against critters, so that he will, so that the sleep will affect him and not the pet I actually want to use against him, right? Which is my Corefire Imp, who cauterizes because he gets attacked first, and cauterized heals, so he gets attacked, so you heal up again after that. And then you want to use the Rush, which is strong against critters. It's a beast attack, and we'll go first. Also, these attacks from the critter are weak against humanoids. So that's a +2. Here she goes. Bam! And then I'm going to go ahead and heal up, I think, the next round. I can't remember. Let's see. No. Yeah, I'm going to heal up. Full health. That's good. I have a speed rush because the rush not only rushes the target, but make sure you go first the next round. So that's sort of important. This horrible thing he puts on affects your hit. Brutally throws that barrel at you and affects your hit. It's really nasty. But I have that buff on myself or debuff on myself. I'm not sure what to call it. So every time I get hurt, it harms my opponent. It actually harms whatever pet's in, whether the Corefire Imp is in or not. So even though this isn't the pet I was planning to use against the elemental, it's still, he's still alive, he's still functioning well, and he has that nice heal, so I leave him in for quite a while. I'm going to heal myself up again. Ooh, ouch, that hurt, didn't it? Rush. Oh, and he's dead. But I have the Spectral Porcupet to deal with him to finish. Putting down the amazing barrier first so that that thing that affects my hit doesn't actually hit this time. Using my Spirit Strikes, that means anything that hits me will hurt him. Tries to toss the barrel at me, but nothing happens. Bite him, and he hits me and kills himself. There you go. That's Chen Stormstout. Happy with that one. And next we have Taranzu. A lot of people really, really, really hate Taranzu. He's got 3 humanoids. One of them does like a feign death type thing. And one of them blinds you, and you have to time the attack when he blinds you so that you're not like hurting yourself as he blinds you. I like the fossilized hatchling here because he has the Bone Storm that goes around, spins around, and does a really strong attack to all 3 humanoids. Also, the fossilized hatchling is another amazing archaeology pet, actually. And seems to me to be easier to get than a lot of the other pets. At least it was for me. I must have had 4 or 5 before I finally got the crawling claw. I've kept 2 for myself, etc. But it's pretty good. And I let you know, undead pets have that nice extra ability, extra round where they can't get killed again, and so you always get that extra hidden. So I do like that. And I'm also going to use Bite on him. LXT, this is a tip I learned, I don't know, Wowhead or something a long time ago, but if you use your little Heartbreaker ability, the middle one, it will make sure your next attack, it doesn't do any attack, but if you're hurt in the round that you use it, it will really increase the strength of your next attack. And he has the Temper Tantrum that sort of lasts for 3 rounds. That's my 3rd ability here. It lasts for 3 rounds. And it will also do damage to all of the pets in the back. So even though, you know, they're able to switch out when they're hurt and stuff, these turns, if you can find things that will actually do damage to all of them at the same time, that's good. And my final pet in this one is going to be, let's see. I'm looking at all my, obviously all my undead pets here to try to decide what to put in. I'm like, not sure what to put in for my last one, because what if they're all dead? Let's have a look. What do I use? I use the Blighthawk. Why do I use the Blighthawk? Because, you know, it's undead. And, this is kind of messy, isn't it? Infected Claw and the Bite, and it has the Lift Off. I'm sure I'm thinking that the Lift Off might come in handy. Okay, let's see how I go. This first one is Yen. Wham, he hits me. And then I spin around the little Bone Storm. He's cute. I call him Rexy. You know, he's a, I don't know, T-Rex. I don't know. Gets stunned, so I swap him out. Or I didn't swap him out. I passed. Oh. And I got lucky there, 79 health left. That was lucky. Now I swap him out. And then I hit that amazing heartbroken thing. Where he manages to get hurt. Oh, I'm going to rest for just a moment. And then the Temper Tantrum. Bam, 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 bam. See, it hurts all of them. He did feign death, so he didn't get hurt, but the other 2 in the back did. Now he blinds me, which kind of sucks for the last effect of the Temper Tantrum, but oh well. Swap him out. Rexy's Bone Storm is ready again. He's not dead because he has the extra bonus undead round, which is nice. And yeah, you can't hurt me. I'm going to do you. Sometimes I've actually had the back 2 get killed by the second Bone Storm. It depends on crits and all that sort of stuff. Little XT again. It's going to be heartbroken. No, yes. Yeah, see, my ability for Temper Tantrum isn't going to be up. So I'm just going to make sure that I can actually hit him on this one. Oh no, it blinds me. That's such a pain in the butt. So that's a miss. So I'm actually lucky to win this fight because I did get very upset with my timing of the blind here, and that probably upsets a lot of people. That misses again. Hit him again. Oh yeah, he's completely dead. So that was useless to bring him in a second time. I need to learn how to do that blind better, but the timing just really, really sucks. Strong bite on this one. So he's dead. And I'm stunned because the bite does stun you for the second round. But he feigned death, so that was handy. Use this one. Scratch or whatever it's called. The number one, the infected claw. Oh, stunning. Ouch. Infected claw again. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Bam! Gotcha. So now there is only one left. And I have those 2 chances now. Wham! Got him. Yes. So I got lucky because little XT, my little strategy with little XT sort of backfired. So sometimes little XT is enough or whatever. Okay, now I get to the 4 Celestials. I cannot stand Chi-Ji. I had a snail strategy with 3 snails. Hate that. It's slow, it's boring, it's predictable. So I'm going to be going for an attempt at a different strategy. Chi-Ji has, okay, let's just talk about Chi-Ji first of all. Chi-Ji has like a dodge ability where he sort of goes invisible. He has an incredibly powerful renew. He has a really strong elemental attack. So it's like a pecking sort of attack. It can hit 2 or 3 times, really strong. And he has, well, that's pretty much what he uses, the 3, yeah. But the annoying thing is the dodge. The annoying thing is the incredibly super strong heal and timing everything correctly because his attacks are pretty darn strong. So I wanted to use something other than my usual snail strategy because, frankly, it's boring and not always a success. I always do Chi-Ji first because I find him so difficult that if I leave him for last and it's the last thing I need to finish, you know, at this point I'm what? How far in? How many hours into this? And you know, I don't want to fail at the very last. I read a thing about the Buddha figurine and thought I could use that, but look at me, I haven't leveled my Buddha figurine to 25. Guess what's on my list now? So the technique that I'm going to be trying to emulate is turning him into an undead pet and then using super strong undead attacks to kill him before he comes out of the undead phase. So the ability that turns him into an undead pet is this ability called Rot. Kirin Familiar has it. Kirin Familiar also has strong attacks against flying type pets, which is what Chi-Ji is. So Chi-Chi is the pet. Chi-Ji is what you kill. I don't know, I can't pronounce it. But so this is what I'm thinking might work. It sometimes works on Dusriga, by the way, this technique. I find it unreliable, as you'll see. Okay, so I've decided to use Kirin Familiar because he has the Rot. Okay, and I've decided I'm going to find someone who's really strong against undeads to try to finish off the attack after I have turned him into an undead. So I picked my Summit Yeti, the Summit Kid, who has the amazing, I'm thinking about using the Summit Kid, obviously, but it's basically Stampede or Trample is the ability that's strong against undeads and goes for 3 rounds. I'm going to try to kill him before things actually go bad. So I've gone with the Yak Rat. And then for my last one, I've decided, well, what if Chi-Chi turns into a bird again? So I want something strong against flying because, you know, the undead turning him into an undead, it only lasts for a few rounds. And there's that stupid dodge and that stupid heal and whatever. So here we go. I picked the barrier with the Coilfang Stalker, and yeah. Here we go, Chi-Chi. Beat me up. So I'm going to try. Okay, there's a massive renewed heal. So even though he hits him strong, it's just as big a heal to come up again. Ow, 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 ow. He's going to dodge now. So I've decided to pass so I don't waste my things. And this is where I really should have. Okay, so when you time your rot, right? You want it to be as late as possible so that you get in as many attacks before. The reason Voodoo Figurine would be great is because it's an undead pet, so you'll know when it's the perfect time to use it because it's during that time, your second sort of life, when you come to life again and can't be killed that round. So I mistime this and I can't use the rot because, uh-oh, he's going to be dead, isn't he? Oh, no. So there went that strategy with that one. So now I'm thinking, okay, I'm not giving up on this rot strategy just yet. So I'm going to find another pet that has rot. I'm looking. Where's the other pet that has rot? I'm thinking. So I'm going for Willy, which is a Children's Week pet, I'm pretty sure. Here's another one that I have that's level 25 that has the rot ability. Mine's called Wakey Wakey. It's off sneaky. Okay. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to try with my strong attack against flying, which is basically a waste because he heals himself. Pain in the butt. I don't care if it's strong. It heals like even stronger. It's just ridiculous. I'm just going to rot him, I think, because I have no idea when he's going to actually die. Here we go. Remember, the reason I waited was because of that. Whew, lucky. I mean, that would have been just disastrous again, wouldn't it? Switch to the Yak Rat. And I'm going to hit my Stampede. Oh my god, I'm thinking, even those attacks might be weak against critters, but they're pretty darn strong. Uh-oh, yeah, the dodge. I should have waited, right? Because the dodge, half of my attacks aren't working against the attack. They're wasted. I'm thinking, okay, flurry or scratch. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I only have one round left, obviously, on him. I'm just going, well, I think this is failing. My only hope is to kill him with the flying attacks, right? So this is where, when you get flustered, timing is everything, right? I put down barrier after I first get hit, you know, fantastic. Pass so that I don't, yeah. Okay, so pass again because that was just a dodge. And I should have used my Amplify Magic while the barrier was up because now I want to use it now. And it's going to be sort of wasted, isn't it? I could have used it before, and my ability would have been ready as he went in. But he's full health again. I've got no chance. What do you think happens? I give you 2 guesses. So I say, whatever. I'm going to use my snails. So the snails are tried and true, but boring. Okay, they're critters. His attack is weak against critters. They have a dot. So you apply the dot. If he's not affected by a dot, you apply the dot. And then they have this attack that's strong against flying. I'll tell you the name of it as soon as it comes up here. And they have the dive. So they have a little bit of a chance to avoid his attacks, right? You want to try and dive down as he's dodging, but that doesn't always work with the cooldowns and everything. But it is a tried, true, trusted technique. You wouldn't think a snail would be that fantastic, but they pretty much are. I'm looking for my 3rd snail here. I'm probably not going to need him, but just in case. Who did I pick? I picked my 3rd snail. I was too far. I pick for my third snail. My Rapana Whelk, which is in the Dreadwaste. Does his heel, put my dot on, hit with the, so the dot is acidic goo. I'm going to dive down because he is dodging. Nothing I can do. Doesn't hit me. I do a little bit of damage. Now the acidic goo is worn off, so I want to put the acidic goo on again. And make sure you've always got that dot on. And the strong attack, which isn't really that strong. Now, my dive is on cooldown, so I'm going to bring in my other Silkbread snail as he was dodging. Put another, the Ooze Touch on because acidic goo is still on him, so put that on. Now it's not on him, so now you use it. Whew. And I'm going to dive because he is going to do his little dodge. Or ethereal, that's what it's called. But he's going to dive now, so he's going to do ethereal as I come up. Whoops. Bad timing. And he tries to heal himself. But, bam. 2 snails did it. Didn't need my Rapana Whelk. So, snails, who knew? Yeah, they're boring, but they're good. I do Eula second because I use the boring old Mr. Bigglesworth. Mr. Bigglesworth is for getting so many pets, is it? Or no, it's the raiding with leashes. So basically, Eulon's abilities fit perfectly with your Mr. Bigglesworth's abilities of Ice Barrier and the whatever that thing is, the Frost Bomb or whatever it's called. What is it called? That drops down on him. You can time it perfectly. There's no guesswork. It all just fits really perfectly. I sometimes put in a humanoid just for variation. For when he's stunned, I swap him out. But in the end, it's Mr. Bigglesworth who pretty much can beat him totally by himself. Should I put in another one here too? Pandaren Monk, just in case. I've never had to use the third pet on this fight, ever. It's nice to have a nice, relaxing fight after GG, so nice, sure thing. Damage reduction buff from Eula. Put it in my Ice Tomb as not now. You put that on when he goes. Yeah, you put it on now when he puts on his little damage reduction buff. You put up the Ice Tomb. He goes up. You put down your barrier. Mr. Bigglesworth is super speedy fast, so you're guaranteed to get the barrier down as he's up in the air. Skip your turn, so you block another attack. The tomb comes down, because if you don't skip your turn, the whole Ice Tomb doesn't work either. He gets stunned. You put in a scratch. Does hardly any damage, but it takes a while. But then you get another one in. He damages you. That's a weak attack. I mean, really weak crit, I guess. Damages you again. He does his damage reduction. Put the Ice Tomb and rinse and repeat, basically. And then I'm for variation, put in a humanoid. You can even put in a leveling humanoid because you won't kill them on that one turn. So the pass, as he does his little breath thing, Ice Tomb comes down, stuns him. Whack him. Oh, I missed. Ow. I missed a couple of times here. I don't like it. Does his attack. Attack. I missed again. Can you believe it? Terrible. Terrible RNG. Put up the Ice Tomb. Just rinse and repeat. It's nice. I like it. I'm sure there's tons of other great strategies, but after the GG fight, which I find so stressful, it's just nice to know that there's one that I'm not going to worry about. Stunned. That's when I put in a different pet. Do my little falling Murloc, or whatever it's called. Wham him. Bam! that attack will stun him, so it's a nice time to swap out again. Does his thing, so you put up your Ice Tomb, and yeah, that's a pretty done deal. I actually don't use Eula much in my own personal pet battles. I don't know if any of you do. Yeah. He's stunned, and pretty soon he's going to be dead. Yay. Okay. I alternate whether I do Shifu or Xiao next. I use the Lightning Storm technique with big attacks because they both have massive heals and it's hideous. I used to have a foolproof strategy, but remember I told you like a few months ago that Dragon Kite wasn't working for me as well as it did before anyway. And I think it has to do with the volcano ability that I use. So I use a Dragon Kite because he has Lightning Storm and is super fast, and I can predict that it will override Shifu's Moonlight. Moonlight causes his next attack to always hit, which is kind of nasty. And then he has this volcano attack that stands on the ground and spurts out volcanoes. And it used to kill Shifu all the time for me while the Lightning Storm was up. It would stun him and kill him all the time, but it hasn't in a really long time. So that's kind of depressing. I use Cogblade Raptor, which I really should say for Xiao instead. I've decided. And as my final pet, I put in my Shrinefly, which has a nice Cocoon Strike. Okay, so the idea is to get as many big, strong hits in as the Lightning Storm is on because it adds attack to all, all the attacks against him. Also, you want to block the attack that he heals himself on. So it's like a bite where he heals himself and he's basically back to full health. You want to block that attack. I mistime it all the time. Dragon Kite's dead. Cogblade Raptor is now supposed to kill him with help of this volcano. And I did the overtune, which I'm not sure I needed to. It just makes him speedier than him and also batters him. And if you're faster, it does more hits. So that was my idea. Now, it used to be the volcano, and about this turn here would basically stun him and kill him, and he wouldn't be able to do his heal. Now, he's going to destroy me. Basically, this pet combination fails miserably. Now I don't have the Lightning Storm anymore. My attacks aren't going to be strong against him. It's just a sad, sad state of affairs. So I think, oh God, what else do I have with it? I have to save one Lightning Storm for Xiao because I use it on him too. So I'm like, oh God, what am I going to do? I'm starting to get depressed. I'm thinking, no. I have to at least beat Shifu, and then I've got Xiao left. Oh my God. So I'm looking for mechanicals. I'm looking for, things with mechanical attacks. They're fast. I'm panicking slightly. So I'm thinking maybe I don't do the Lightning Storm. I'm not sure here what I do. Oh my golly. Look at all the time I've spent to get this silly Valor. I could done it like an LFR to do it faster. I'm going to try and speed myself up with the Foxling, which is a beast. It doesn't have, it doesn't get extra hurt from beasts, so that's nice. I like the Dark Moon Zeppelin because it has the decoy, which is nice. Okay, I'm going to pause it here and put this together here in just a second.